Hi guys, welcome to Heal and Learn. This is Zarina and it's Thursday again. So I'm here with Alfredo Diaz talking about cards of truth and how you can gain some clarity in your life, different aspects of your life. And today we're specifically going to talk about relocation and basically, are you going to move? What shows move? Place of living, moving place of living. Hi Alfredo, welcome.
Hi, Sarina. How are you? Very interesting topic today.
Yeah.
I think, let's start with what are the possibilities for you to move or to live abroad for a long time, or maybe for good, or maybe temporary. Maybe you are you could be expatriate.
Alfredo, wait a second. I have the feeling you just plunged into the topic. Can we just say that people can find their relocation, or not relocation chart, but chart on cardsoftruth.com in the chart generator? I always forget to put the link below, but I'll remember to do it this time. But guys, you can go to cardsoftruth.com to see your Cards of Truth chart. It's not tarot, it's not astrology, it's a mix.
Yeah, and then you're right. The very first thing that we need to know is using the spread creator. It's free, you don't have to pay anything. It's something that is public. It's cardsoftruth.com/spread creator. As a matter of fact, you go there, and with the subject that we are going to be talking today, you can go and play and see how your chart looks like. Because the very first thing that we need to check is the natal chart. How do we start checking this? It makes sense to you that we can get to that question, or you want to add something before we go deep to the...
I think that people are generally acquainted of how to generate a chart, just to know where they can go, right? Put in your birth data, hour and place of birth, and you get it, just like an astrology chart, but it looks different.
It looks different, yes, because it's the spread. It's like the same, but with another layer. You have more resources to take. Mm-hmm. Because even you can see maybe, well, I'm compatible with the place that I want to go. With the Cards of Truth, you can find that. But back to the subject, we need to, the very first thing we need to look at is our ascendant. Everything starts from the beginning, and the beginning in this approach is the ascendant. But you may be asking yourself, where, but I don't know about anything about Cards of Truth. What is my ascendant? The ascendant is the one that is in the Cards of Truth, in the first 7 cards below the birth card. You will find a card with a pole, like a little, like in the number 1, but it's like a pole, like a little
let
line.
Let me share a screen just to show quickly what it looks like and where we should be looking at. Is that okay?
Yeah, please.
All right. Okay, so the ascendant is, well, where should I be looking at?
Oh, yeah. This ascendant, check in the Mercury card, that one in the 5 of diamond.
Okay, here.
You see the pole? This is the ascendant for the person that you are showing.
Yes, okay.
You can start from there. Mm-hmm. This is the point to start. Always.
You have to look for the eye. You have to look for the eye, basically.
For the eye, exactly. When you look for the eye, why the eye? You can ask. Well, because it's your incarnation. It's your body. And that eye is related to birth card. Practically, when you want to see, well, what is the card of my ascendant, where I have 2 flavors. the 5 of diamond that we saw it, and also the bird card that is in green, sorry, orange, in the previous scheme. So, how do I know what happened with the ascendant? Well, the ascendant is located in the card. I remember that the one that you show, the ascendant is in Mercury, in the Mercury card.
I have to check again. Let's see. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's in the Mercury card, okay? Meaning that the Mercury is the Lord, is the owner of that ascendant card. If we see that Mercury, the planet, is in the 12th house or in the 12 cups, remember that in the card of truth, I think you can show again, please, the spread. It will be very helpful. Sorry for. Okay, can you see in the you see the little numbers in the bottom of each card?
I'm not quite sure. You mean the ones at the top or these the small cards?
No, the one in green. Next
the name
to
of the planet.
Okay, there you won't find anything because it's the ascendant. But let's go to the Mars card next to this one. Look in the bottom right. You see 3 and 5. Okay,
3
this
and 8.
is
3 and 8.
Yeah. This is the cost. For in this moment it's not important. Is the 3 or the 8? You have to look for the 12. If for some reason the Mercury card that is ruling your ascendant is in the 12th number, which is the 12th house, is one indicator that you might be living abroad. Okay, this is the very first one.
Sorry, what was it again? I somehow because I was I was informing everybody that they can ask their personal questions in the chat, and so I got distracted. So here we're looking in the Mars card.
Yeah, no, let's come back to the ascendant. Okay. The ascendant, it has the Lord. The Lord is Mercury because you are in the Mercury card. Is Mercury, let's look for Mercury. If Mercury by any chance, in this case is not, is in the 12th house, but you are, well, where is the 12? Well, the 12 is the little number in the bottom on the right. You see, you don't have Mercury. But
Mercury is here, okay.
Yeah, let's continue. In this case, by this person, the very first factor is not the one that we are talking now, but it doesn't mean that they don't have the chance to live abroad because there are another factors. The very first one is the Lord of the ascendant card is in the 12th cause.
Okay.
In this case, the Lord is Mercury. Is Mercury in the 12th? In this case, it's not. But in your case, that's why it's good for you to have the card of true spread creator already in your hand, because you can see, oh, yeah, the Lord of my ascendant is in the 12. Oh, this is an indication that you may be having experience abroad, living there, or learning another language, completely different than the original one where you were born. So it could be in this case that you made the spread, it was Mercury, but your ascendant could be in the Sun card or the Moon card or the Mars, Jupiter, Venus, or Saturn, depending. Remember, the Sun card is always related to Leo. Let's put it easier because people are more familiar with the zodiac signs. Moon card is related to Cancer, the zodiac sign. So if your ascendant is in Cancer, which is the Moon card, and the Lord, which is the Moon, is in the 12, it means that you may be given chance to go abroad and live over there. What is the other possibility? That the same Mercury in the example that we saw it, or the Lord card, is in the 9th cause, meaning that you can be traveling abroad, having your higher education abroad because you earn a scholarship and you went for college over there. You're going to learn another language and you're going to be having higher education there, or you may be assigned for any reason there for maybe 5 years, 2 years, 10 years. It's not going to be something permanent. It's going to be temporary. You will be come back to your home some point in time. Okay? The other factor is the same Lord of the ascendant is in the 7th house.
Oh, interesting.
The 7th
Why is
house, because when we see the ascendant is our present. We have the descendant also. We have the ascendant and we have the descendant. What is the descendant? It's 180 degrees far away from you. And because we are talking about relocation, something different and far away from you are living, your Lord of your incarnation is in the 7th house, is far away, 180 degrees far away.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is this approach I've never heard. The other ones I understand, but this one is new for me. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
this is another approach, but it's the third. I will say the very first one is the 12, which means that it might represent that you're going to be leaving. Maybe you won't come back home because you feel more familiar with the place where you want to be living or you are living. And the second factor is the 9th cause that represents that you could be doing travels abroad, but you can also have higher education in foreign countries, and it could be years that you will be there, or you might be assigned for a job over there for some sort of a period of time, years, and you will come back again. And the last one is the 7. The 7 not necessarily be something very permanent, even year, but it could imply other thing. Maybe you are in love with someone in the foreign country and that person is bringing you to the foreign country. But remember, we are talking about we are talking briefly about the indicator. It's not contundent. To be contundent, you have to take like 3-4 factors. Remember, like we did in the compatibility for people when they are, in a relationship, the same happen in relocation. It's not, oh, you have your ascendant Lord in the 12, I'm going to be living abroad. No, let's look for different factors. And if we have a very decent factor complying with that compliance in the analysis, so yes, you have a lot of possibility. Okay. This is the first one. It has to do with ascendant because the ascendant is your incarnation. What are the other factors? Is your sun in the card of truth? Is in the 12th cause. In the card that has the 12th cause, you also have the possibility to be abroad, for even living for good. Because your sun is the one that shines all your chart. And it's the one that you want, that card is the one that wants to manifest with all the energy, which is your present and your ideas and your, passion, but in another country. The example that you just showed, the sun is in the 12th house. Okay, now, It happens also that the sun might be in the ninth house, meaning that you might be there with your creation, with your job or something like that, that you produce, that you create, and for that reason, you are in some years abroad, but you will come back. And of course, the other planet that we consider is the moon. If the sun and the moon, one of them is in the 12, it's a good indicator that you might be going abroad for living or for working or for higher education or another reason. In the 12 for permanent, in the 9 is temporary. There is another planet, which is Jupiter. Okay, you got it. This is the yeah, it's something that
It's your chart that you sent me.
yeah. Yeah, you have the ascendant, you see the pole, you see different colors, and you see the ascendant, the first house. Who is the card lord? Well, it could be the sun, the moon, the Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn. You can see in the card of true spread. Is one of them going? I mean, is the Lord going to the 12? Is the first? It's more permanent. Is the Lord is going to the 9? Is temporary, but at long term. Is the Lord going to the 7? It could be something also temporary, or somebody else is coming for you because you are having a relationship with somebody else. Or you might be having a partnership or a business with someone which is living abroad. Also, you can see the sun and the moon in the 12, the sun and the moon in the 9, or Jupiter in the 12. If for some reason you had a combination of this factor, let's say that with all these factors, you encounter 2 or 3 that complies with this condition, it's very likely that you will be living abroad. Let's make an example, a real example. In my case, my ascendant, I have, my ascendant is Mars. But Mars is not even in the 12, in the 9, it's not even in the 7. But I have Venus inside of the Mars card. And my Venus is the Lord of the 7. And the Lord of the 12 is Venus. And giving an example.
So you basically moved abroad because of women, because of love.
Well, one of that reason it was that, yes. Another reason, believe me or not, in my own case, for some reason, even I asked to several astrologers why I always looking to live abroad, why I feel myself that I not belong to this country where I was born. I love my country, but from I was a child, I always was looking to live abroad. Always. Nobody answered that question. Even the astrologer.
And what is the answer?
Well, the answer is because the Lord of my 12th house, which is Venus.
Yeah. It's in your ascendant floor.
Is not necessarily in this case. Venus is in the ascendant card. My Venus is in the ascendant card, and it's the Lord of the 12 and the Lord of the 7.
Yes.
Can you see that even it's not only that planet is located in the 12th house or in the 9 or the 7, but let's say backwards. Let's say that the 12 Lord, that's why I put the little points in red. The little point in red is the 12 Lord. Let's see that the 12 Lord is in the ascendant card. It's like the 12 Lord is coming to me and saying, hey, I invite you to come to this foreign country because you can manifest there better than where you were born. I know that you were born here in this card, but I'm inviting to you. It could be a loving partner. It could be a partner. It could be a university, a college, any activity that you might want to do, or any opportunity that the life is giving to you. It's like an invitation.
So does that mean that every time, let's say you have Sun in the 12th, and every time the Sun transits from the 12th to the 1st, every year you have the possibility to relocate. Is that correct?
Is that correct?
Okay.
This is an analysis that we can do deeply. We can do it in another
to look at the actual transits and or progressions or whatever would indicate the timing of the move.
Exactly. In that case, when we use the solar return, is the timing that we can look at. Oh, when is this might happen? Oh, let's see. Maybe you can find a year that you don't have any chance, but maybe 2-3 years later, yeah, the sun every year is going to the 12th house. Mm-hmm. Every year. But if you combine that with the natal chart, you combine that with different factors, everything combined is a strong indication that is the time that you go abroad. Mm-hmm. So yes, let's wrap up.
Okay.
Again, is in my ascendant card, is the Lord of the card is in the 12th, is more permanent, in the 9, which is temporary, or in the 7. In the other way around, in the other indicator are the sun and the moon in the 12 and the 9, and Jupiter in the 12. The other way around is like I will say an invitation. The Lord of the 12 is in your first house. The Lord in the 9 of the 9 is in the first house, or the Lord of the 7. The Lord of the 7 in the first house. In my case, I've been living in 4 countries. I had a sun and Jupiter in the 12. My Lord of the 12 is Venus, which is in the first house. And the Lord of the 7 is Venus, which is in the first house. Mm-hmm. So I had like a 4 indication, and I live example that I'm living. I living in Qatar one time. I living in Mexico. I'm living in the United States, but I'm from Venezuela. And my jobs all the time were traveling abroad, different countries. Now, when I went deep in this, I found, wow, yes, my car has everything.
And how many indicators would you say can guarantee in a way, or can have a strong indication that you're going to live abroad, or that you should?
Well, the more, I mean, in my case, I think are like a 4 indication.
What is the minimum that you need to have?
I think the minimum is 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Minimum 3. It could happen. I mean, remember, we need to see if the planet is in a good shape. It's something that we will be talking also in another time. The state of the planet. Is the planet awake? Remember when we were talking about compatibility? Is awake or sleeping? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If the planet is asleep, well, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If the planet is not receiving any help from the friends, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. But and so, yeah, go ahead.
No, please. Tell me.
I was thinking that we kind of got a preview of what the possible timing is now that you said that whenever these lords that rule the relocation possibility are activated, basically we can expect a move.
Yes.
But and how many do need to be activated?
How many?
How many?
How many factors?
Factors, yes.
Yeah, I always think that the minimum is at least you have to have one strong, one medium, and another one activated. Maybe it's not that strong, but yeah, at least three. Not necessarily three strong.
Alfredo, we got a recipe.
Yeah, it's a recipe. It's true.
It's a recipe.
That's why I love this system, because it's a recipe.
Yeah.
That's why when somebody asks me, hey, how's gonna be spatial incompatibility? I'm gonna meet someone this year. Let me check. No, this year is not for compatibility. Next year, yes. You will be in love this time, or you might be finding someone that you like it. And it is the same case here with the relocation. Why? Because you gather all the factors, and when you see in the mixture that most of them are pointing that you positively that you're gonna move, believe me, you're gonna have the chance at least to take a plane and go abroad and have a nice vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you're gonna meet someone that is inviting you to live in different countries. In my case, for instance, because I had in Venus, which is also, I had married 2 foreign people.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But this is another subject.
Yeah. That's the love subject. Love mixed with relocation.
It's a love subject, but it has to do with relocation also.
Yeah, yeah.
Because yeah, in my own case right now, with all these factors that I'm backing me up in this example, let's say I had I was born in Venezuela, but I had a residence. I still had a residency in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I still have it, but I had a citizenship in the United States.
Yeah.
And I got a residency in the Middle East, in Qatar, one time.
So you're a resident of 3 countries. You were.
Yeah.
And now resident of 2. Or 3.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Alfredo. So next time we're going to be talking about the activation of these factors and when is the timing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's talk with the solar return.
Wonderful. So everyone, if you have questions, you can book a reading with Alfredo. The links are below, and also feel free to post a comment. You can also post a short question below the video. Thanks very much for watching, and consider subscribing.